Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Sleek here, back with part 2 of Madden XFL franchise series. And to start off the video, I want to go through some other teams, just check out who they got on offense. I'm not really that much into the defense. I just want to see who could become a real star on the offense of some of these teams. So we already know my offense. Let's go. If you haven't checked out the first episode and you're just here for the second, go back and watch the first one. I go through all of the criteria in order to make the roster, in order to set the roster. I showed you who is there in the top category of each position. So let's just go through and see who's on the offense of some of these teams. Who are some of the stars? So, for the Bears, Trace McSorley is the starting quarterback. Landry Jones, he actually started a couple games back up for Ben Roethlisberger before. Mike Davis is their running back, which is kind of funny because they had Mike Davis in real life and now he's their starter. Theo Riddick, Kenjon Barner. Wide receivers, Brandon Marshall coming back to the Bears, revitalized his career there. Without Jay Cutler, maybe Trace McSorley's a little better. Jerron Brown, Jakeem Grant, Braxton Barrios, Pharaoh Cooper. On to the Bengals. They have Devin Fonchaz, Josh Bellamy, another Bears player, Richie James, Marcel Aitman, and Charles Johnson. What happened to Charles Johnson? I wonder. Running back for them, Shane Vereen, Marcus Murphy. Oh, Samaje Perine, a bust for the Redskins a couple years ago, or a year ago. And quarterback, Matt Barkley. Will Greer is the backup. And Garrett Grayson, a total 45 overall. Bills quarterback, Jarrett Stidham. Terrell Pryor Sr. going back to quarterback for the Bills as the backup there. Running back, Doug Martin, Corey Grant, and John Hilleman. Their wide receiver, Deshaun Hamilton, Corey Coleman, Damian Ratley, Johnny Holton, and Damian Willis. On to the Broncos, Torrey Smith, Zach Pascal, and Byron Pringle are their top 3. Running backs, Boston Scott, who's on the Eagles in real life, Paul Perkins, and Mike Gillislee. Their quarterback is Josh McCown, and Cardale Jones is the backup. Wow. That's a good backup right there. Cardale Jones could become a star. If he's not on the Broncos, maybe another team. The Browns, Easton Stick, rookie Chad Kelly. Running backs, Jaquiz Rogers, Deonta Foreman, Mike Weber with 1B. Laquan Treadwell is their starting wide receiver. Isaiah McKenzie, Justin Hunter. Those are their starting 3. The Bucks, Josh Doxson, Taywan Taylor, Jacoby Myers, LeGarrette Blount, Dwayne Washington. I think I'll just show you, actually, instead of going through there, that would take way too much time. I might just show you like the top positions and see who went where. Marcus Mariota went to the Giants, Tyrod Taylor to the Chiefs, Eli Manning to the Steelers, Josh Rosen to the Saints, Brock Osweiler to the Colts, Nick Mullins to the Packers, and Blake Bortles to the Seahawks. Running backs, C.J. Anderson to the Chargers, Darren Sproles to the Redskins, T.J. Yeldon to the Dolphins, Mike Davis, Garrett Blount, Isaiah Crowell to the Cowboys, Theo Riddick, Alex Collins to the Redskins. Now that was a great pick by them. J.D. McKissick to the Cowboys. Spencer Ware ends up back with the Chiefs for his 3rd stint with the Chiefs now. And wide receivers, Dez Bryant to the Eagles. Like I said, a little revenge game action when they go up against the Cowboys twice a year. Dante Pettis to the Lions, Quincy Enunwa to the Chargers, Marquise Lee to the Vikings, Travis Benjamin to the Jets, Jermaine Kearse to the Packers, Torrey Smith to the Broncos, Michael Crabtree to the Panthers, David Moore to the Colts. Top tight end, Antonio Gates, went to the Steelers. Austin Seferian-Jenkins went to the Cowboys. Charles Clay to the Saints. Mercedes Lewis to the Chiefs. Hayden Hurst to the Seahawks. He's probably going to be a really good developmental player for them. Tyler Croft. CJ Uzama, who's on our team. Demetrius Harris over to the Patriots. And Josh Hill to the Jags. So here we go. Week 1 of the preseason. What we are going to do, we're not going to do any of the actual gameplay. We're just going to go through, sim the games, and maybe if we make it to the playoffs in a year, we will play the games in the playoffs so we can try to do the best for the Ravens so it's not left up to chance. Let's just check on the free agents, who the top free agents are. Mostly kickers. That'll probably be a thing. Once the kickers are rotated around, whoever they miss, if they miss during a game, they might get dropped, picked up. But mostly kickers available. Caleb Wilson, a tight end. Tanner Hudson. So tight ends and kickers, it seems like. Punters. First wide receiver, Greg Dortch, which I don't know what team he was on, but I'm pretty sure he fumbled this past week in real life. Okay, on to preseason week 1. We are going to go and skip this training because we're not going to train them up. We're just going to see who develops just based on the CPU. I'm not going to have any playing time with any of the people. I don't want to make a certain player develop more than they should based on what the computer thinks. So we're going up against the Jaguars. Our 3 best players, CJ Uzama, Demarcus Robinson, and Eric Fisher, our left tackle. Their best 3, Josh Hill, Marcus Golden, and Josh Reynolds. So we both have wide receivers in our top picks. So let's get ready to rumble and see what happens. I picked play the moments, but I'm not going to actually play the games because, like I said, I don't want to force anything to happen. I don't want a certain person to become a star. I just wanted to see how it just unfolds. Who becomes a star? Who becomes a player of the week? Who becomes a great player? And who doesn't show up on the field? There's Shane Ray up against Marcus Golden. Okay, I don't know why it didn't show us the last person there, but let's get into this game and see how it goes. So the kickoff, we get the kickoff. We're up against the Jaguars in M&T Bank Stadium. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 7-0. The Jaguars scored on their first play. On their first drive. Let's see if we go on our first drive. Maybe I should, is there a way I can, yeah, let's do speed normal. Let's do normal and see how it unfolds that way. Okay, so Tom Savage is their quarterback. Ooh, we got an interception. Jalen Richards. Okay, come on, Ravens, let's go. Jeremy Langford has got the start now in the second quarter as the backup. Touchdown, Dwayne Harris, most likely our starting kick return, got the touchdown for us. So now we're up 14-7. Craig Megger fields the touchback. So they got Trey Edmonds in as their backup running back. Running it with him. Keith Kirkwood is one of their wide receivers. Devin Ozigbo. Is there another running back? I'm pretty sure. So we stopped them on 4th down. Great job by the Ravens. Great job by our team stopping them on defense. Our defense always reigns true. Davis Webb is the starter now, and Dontrell Hillard is the running back now that we are in the second quarter. Oh, we got stopped. So I'll probably just show a little clip of this, and maybe I'll just show the box score for the rest of them. I just wanted to see how it is, and then maybe during the regular season we'll watch it like at this speed, see how it goes for some of the players. Austin Trailer, Divine Ozigbo. Oh, ran for a touchdown. They tied it up in the end of the second quarter. 1 minute. Harrison Butker is their kicker. Ooh, Equinemius St. Brown. Now that's somebody we have to feature because he's a young talent. He's huge. Sean Culkin, tight end. Jeremy Langford. I think that could be a star. Him and Equinemius St. Brown probably need to have some featured roles. And there we go again. Dwayne Harris in the red zone. Reigning tall. Sean Culkin with the touchdown. We are back in the lead. So I'll just go to halftime and then I'll sim and see what the rest of the game, how it goes. Oh, Nate Hairston from our team got hurt. Well, that sucks. Ooh. Keith Kirkwood. They're driving down the field with 18 seconds left. 11 seconds left. They're going to go for a field goal probably. Yep, field goal is good. Okay, now that we are down to halftime, we are just going to end the game, simulate it, and see what happened in the box score. Jaguars took the lead in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, we got the offensive going. Oh, the Jags took the lead at the end of the game and won the game. So our first preseason game was a loss. We had an injured player I saw, but look at this. Backup quarterback Davis Webb, 253 yards and 3 touchdowns. Meanwhile, their backup, Tom Savage, threw 3 interceptions. So obviously our defense played well, but they could not make points out of the turnovers. Could not do anything with the turnovers. Jeremy Langford, oh, he only got 16 yards. That kind of seemed like he got more than that. But their featured backup is definitely Trey Edmonds. Our receiving, I don't really care about their team that much. Okay, receiving wise, our tight end, Sean Culkin with 2 touchdowns. Equinemius with 47 yards. That's pretty good. Dwayne Harris, there's the man. 1 touchdown. Justin Watson, 31 yards. Jeremy Langford played in the passing game some. Ross Dwelly and CJ Uzama. How's our defense doing? Josh Caraway and Jordan Richards both led the team with 7 solo tackles, sorry. 10 tackles for Josh Caraway total. Any sacks? Any sack leaders? No sack leaders. Interceptions, Kevin Johnson, Jordan Richards, and Nate Hairston. That's freaking awesome. Nice job, guys. And no defensive touchdowns and no safeties. Okie dokie. Let's see what kind of things we have. See how long that guy was injured, that got hurt, one of the defensive players, and move on to next week. I got no XP apparently. Okay, here we go. Chris Ivory, Kevin Johnson, our kicker Josh Lambo, Nate Hairston, Caraway, our left guard, all with an upgrade. Okay, here we go. Upgrade. 6 upgrades. Did that do anything to our overall? I think our offense went up to a 69 now. Maybe not. Okay, advance the week. Time to go to the second preseason game. Up against the Packers, I believe it said. Okay, the Packers lost their first game as well. Let's see if anything major happened over here. Nobody that catches my eye. It looks like the Packers already did a kicker change, maybe some missed field goals or extra point attempts. But nothing major, I can tell. So on to this game. Let's just skip training, and can't we just simulate the game and see the box score? Okay, but first, before I simulate the game, let's just, look, we already got another upgrade token thing, even though we didn't play. So that's interesting. Okay, so anyways, but there are 3. So I really want to showcase who's the stars. Who are the stars? Not who is. Who are the stars of each team as we go up against them? Green Bay Packers, 69 overall, pretty evenly matched team. Malik Jackson, starting defensive tackle, Jermaine Kearse, wide receiver, and Rashard Matthews. So it looks like they went offensive heavy with their draft. 2-star wide receivers on their team. If you're liking this video, you think you're interested in it and want to download it and try it for yourself on Xbox, I don't know about PlayStation, leave a like, subscribe, so I can see who wants to watch more of these videos. Thank you very much for your support if you do. Okay, let's just advance the week, and I'll upgrade the players next week, and we'll check out the box score if it shows us or allows us to see it. On to next week. Okay, we'll just have to check the box score out for ourselves, but hopefully somebody made a name for themselves. Equinemius St. Brown, our middle linebacker, Justin Watson, and another middle linebacker. So middle linebackers and wide receivers. And Shane Ray, our star left outside linebacker. Got an upgrade token that time. Let's go check the box score and see what happened in that game. Davis Webb should be playing full time in the game. So yeah, Davis Webb got 203 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Meanwhile, Robert Griffin came out and played and got 138 yards, which is pretty good. It looks like our offensive line, our backup offensive line, is not very good. He got 2 sacks. Benny Cunningham. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. Robert Griffin III is running the ball. As a starter, he had 7 carries for 28 rushing yards. Chris Ivory had 25 yards. Dontrell Hillard had 19. Jeremy Langford did pretty well as well. Receiving yards wise, here we go. Dwayne Harris showing his star power. See, in the NFL, I'm pretty sure he's only a kick returner for teams. On here, he's showing his skills as a wide receiver against equal talent. 93 yards and a touchdown. Sean Culkin showing that he can be a good receiving tight end. Equinemius St. Brown around the same numbers as last week. Marcus Robinson got 2 catches for 42 yards as a starter. Chris Moore, about the same number. How about our defense this week? Who led the team in tackles? Led the team in tackles, Donald Payne and Shandon Sullivan, and that Clayton Fajedilam. Any sacks this week? We got Rodney Gunter, right end, and Ja'Kai Polite, right outside linebacker. Any interceptions this week? No interceptions, so our cornerbacks need to step it up. This week we're up against the Eagles. We have lost 2 games now. So let's go on to next week. Preseason week 3 is over. Go to 4, check the box score, and it's time to cut 1 player. Okay, who do we want to cut? Brandon Whedon, 35 years old, 48 overall. Probably not going to revitalize his career with his age and his overall on here. So, although it would be good to always have backup quarterbacks just in case there's an injury problem, we're going to have to cut Brandon Whedon. Sorry, buddy. Save some cap space there. Okay, time to upgrade players from last week, and we got our first win of the preseason, which is good. Fullback, right tackle, center, so some offensive linemen and a cornerback. Maybe Shandon Sullivan made a play, so he got an upgrade this week. Check the box score and see what happened. So we won 20-17 against the Eagles. We had, I don't think we had any turnovers, but let's see. So Nate Sudfeld. Oh, I forgot to show who the best players were on the Eagles, but we'll probably just go through them now. Nate Sudfeld looks like he's going to be the starter, and the backup is going to be Kyle Shermer or vice versa. One of those two is going to be the starter. Robert Griffin only threw for 101 yards, but had a pretty good passer rating, so that's good. Rushing, John Kelly played, Chris Ivory, Dexter Williams, DJ Foster. This week, Robert Griffin only ran for 6 yards, so he was being a little conservative this week. Receiving-wise, Chris Moore became the star this week. Sean Culkin still up there, another receiving touchdown, and CJ Uzama. So, targeting the tight ends early and often, it seems. Equinemius went down, and Dwayne Harris was held to only 1 catch for 9 yards. So I wonder what happened there. Defensively, Donald Payne again, leading the team in tackles. Nate Ebner shows up. Any sacks this week? 1 sack by Dayton Jones. Any interceptions? Interception by Kevin Johnson. So I believe that is 2 interceptions by Kevin Johnson. So that is good. We know he's got some hands on him and can play some pretty lockdown defense. And look, Our offense is up to a 71 overall as we head into the last week of the preseason up against the Redskins. Let's see who their best players are. Best players on the Redskins: cornerback Tremaine Johnson, tight end Adam Shaheen, and running back Alex Collins. And now our kicker is actually one of the best players on our team, which we got to change that. We got to have some star players on the position, not kicker. We got to have some positional players. So we got a cornerback and a right outside linebacker with some upgrades. And let's advance to week 1 of the regular season. I hope you guys are enjoying. Please like the video if you are. This is super interesting to me. I'm really enthusiastic about it. I'm really eager to see how this turns out. It's time to set our season goal. We won our second preseason game 31-7, so the Redskins aren't that good. So, time to check out our upgrades. We got a couple offensive linemen. Davis Webb got an upgrade. So here we go. Upgrade those guys. Set our season goal. So we won 2 preseason games. We lost 2. So let's just set a let's see. So there's 17 weeks in the season. So that would be like we could go 8-8 for 16. So let's just go right in the middle. Run-of-the-mill team. 7 wins. Medium difficulty. Chance of firing. Let's set that as our goal. 7 wins. We win half of them, or almost half of the games. Showing that we're 2-2 in the preseason kind of shows that we're ready to go. We're a pretty middle-of-the-road team, but we can have some improvements on the season. I'm not sure what I should do about trading, if I should trade for some upgrades at certain spots, or I should just leave the team the same for the first year and then maybe have some more customized options. Maybe have more control of the team on the second season, and maybe if we make it to the playoffs, I will play some games. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was the preseason. We went through, checked out the teams, faced up against some good NFC teams, it seemed, and some alright teams. There's some stars in the league, and there's some stars on our team that are showing themselves, like Dwayne Harris. In the preseason, looks like Dwayne Harris is going to be our 4th wide receiver. I think actually, if I was really banking on some good high-end touchdown receivers, I think Equinemius St. Brown should be pushed up to our 3rd wide receiver. So we have 2 guys out wide and a slot receiver, and Moore. I'm pretty sure Moore is a good slot. 6'1". How tall is DeMarcus? 6'1". Okay, so we have some slot receiver sized guys, and then we have Equinemius St. Brown who can go deep and catch the jump ball. So Chris Ivory is going to be our starter, Dontrell Hilliard's our backup, and Jeremy Langford is going to be our 3rd string running back. Do I want to make any changes? I don't think so. I think our team is looking pretty hot. That Payne, this guy, was the star of the show in the playoffs, finishing every week with the highest tackles, so I think he should become the captain on the defense. Let's set him as the captain. And Shane Ray, he needs to be the captain as well. So there's our 2 defensive, and can we do offenses as well? Because we're going to set Robert Griffin III as our offensive captain. And should we put somebody else offensive captain? Maybe Eric Fisher. Eric Fisher, good. A nice seasoned veteran in the league, playing left tackle. So I'll just set those. I'm not sure how many you can do as captains, but it looks like we can do more. Maybe I'll do Chris Ivory as our captain too. I think that's good. So there we go. Our captains, people to monitor throughout the season. Oh, maybe Kevin Johnson too, because he got a couple interceptions. Cool. Okay, so we'll do 6 captains. Kevin Johnson, lead cornerback. Payne, even though he's middle linebacker, we'll switch him up to main linebacker. He's not no backup. He's going to be the main linebacker, captain, Payne, Shane Ray, lead outside linebacker, Robert Griffin III, Eric Fisher, our offensive line captain, and Chris Ivory, running back and skill position player, captain. See our specialists. Slot receiver is actually Harris, so that's pretty good. Get him into the mix during some different looks. And then, yeah, he's our lead kick returner and punt returner. Maybe I'll switch Hillard just in case. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to get into week 1 against the Miami Dolphins. Next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Comment some suggestions, what I should do, what you want to see in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy, Sleeky Today. Peace out.